Voilà.
It's good.
Ça va, c'est bon, ça marche. Okay, let's go. Bonjour everybody, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. My name is Louisa, you are watching Loulou C'est la vie. And for today's video, I have a special guest. My husband Nigel. Yes, every time I talk about you, I said my husband Nigel.
Okay.
On the videos. So my husband Nigel. So that's my husband Nigel. And today, it's our 13th anniversary.
Yep, 13 years.
13 years. And we're still alive, right?
Yeah.
We didn't kill each other yet. So here's the deal. I had planned a DIY cosmetic video for you guys. But for some reason, I've been struggling with the filming process. And you know, everything happens for a reason. We actually realized last night that today was our anniversary.
Yep.
And since I was very frustrated with my DIY video, I was like, screw this, don't force it. If it's not happening, it's not happening. But it's our anniversary, and it would be super fun to do a, what do you call it, husband-wife tag. So we went online, I went online, and I found questions that we can answer.
Okay.
And bon, bah voilà, we're just gonna jump right into it. We're gonna start with question number 1. When did we meet? When the first time we lay eye on each other. 2004, summer. I think it was first week of September, or second week of September, or somewhere in September of 2004.
Yeah, I don't remember the month, but
I do.
Yeah, but yeah, but it was definitely the summertime for sure.
It was September because I was there from mid-August till end of September.
Okay.
So it had to be somewhere in September. What was your first opinion of me?
I just remember thinking, oh my gosh, she's so beautiful.
Oh.
That was it. I think I stopped what I was doing and I was like, holy-ish.
Well, I wish I could see this.
It's okay.
Okay, so here's the deal. He sold me a pair of rollerblades. So I didn't really think much about him. You were a salesperson selling me a pair of rollerblades. So I didn't really, my first, is it the first opinion? My first opinion was like, he's a good salesperson. But that was that. When did you know I was the one? When did you know I was the one?
I don't think about like the one in particular, but I think when I saw you the very first time, like before I even got to know you, in my head I was like, oh my goodness, this woman, this physically at first obviously looks like someone that I would love to be with. And then I think after we went skating.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Yeah, probably.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. So he sold me a pair of rollerblades, and then he gave me a lesson, I think that's how you can say it.
Yeah,
he
yeah.
gave me a rollerblade lesson
right.
in Central Park.
And I was not a good rollerblader. It was
He
just
fell.
an excuse. It was just an excuse to
He totally fell.
yeah.
It was
just
cool.
an excuse so we can hang out.
It was so
Yeah,
funny.
I'm not a good skater.
Okay, I knew, and it was so cheesy, guys. I mean, I was in my early 20s, so it was like the cheesiest thing. But when was it? I think it was the following summer. I came back to New York and I spent 2 weeks with Nigel. And we get to hang out a lot. I mean, I was at your place. I was staying with you. I was not at my family's. And one day he said something so random. I was eating strawberries and I was really enjoying my strawberries. We were in Soho in somewhere, and I was just going through those strawberries. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I love strawberries so much. When I'll be pregnant, I'm gonna send my husband at 4 o'clock in the morning to get me strawberries. And then he jumped on that and he was like, well, I will gladly go outside at 4 o'clock in the morning to get you strawberries. And I was like, oh. Looking back now, I was like, that was so easy. How long did it take to plan the wedding? A year.
Yeah.
A year.
Yeah.
But we also planned the wedding from New York to Barbados. So we got married. We got married at City Hall on November 4th, 2005, and then on November 11th, 2011, so 11/11/11, we got our spiritual ceremony, I want to say.
Yeah, yeah.
And that took a solid year because we planned from New York to Barbados, like it was a long distance situation. And we took our time, we just like, took it one step at a time. I think somebody's here to say hi. Hey, Bobo. Ça va?
Okay.
Tu veux dire bonjour? Viens dire bonjour.
Bonjour. I
Okay,
ate
finish.
all my food.
You ate all your food, so you want your muffin? All right, let me give you the muffin. Hold on. I'll be right back. All right, she's got her muffin. She's good. All right, so what was the question? I don't know what's going on, but I've been having a lot of camera issues, so I'm back. You guys even noticed, but we're back. So
How long have we been married?
we've been married 13 years,
13 years,
today.
How long have we... Oh, sorry. We just did that question. How did you progress?
Propose. How did you
Propose.
How did you propose?
Good.
Well, I proposed. We went back to the same store. I wasn't working at that store anymore, but I kind of know that that's where we met. So I wanted to make sure that was the same place that I proposed to her. I kind of clued in everyone that worked there. I was friends with the managers and everyone, and we went there. We sat on pretty much the same bench where I sold her the skates, and just popped the question. That's it.
And it's funny because when he proposed, he was a sales rep, and he was selling the brand he was working for. He was selling it to that store. So that store was one of his accounts. And that day was supposed to be our day, and he's like, I just need to go to that store real quick to make sure that everything is in order. I'm like, okay, cool, no problem. And as we get into the store, I was like, oh my gosh, this is where we did this, and this is where you put the rollerblades on my feet for the first time, and this. And I go, and I look at him, and I was like, it would be so awesome. No, what did I say? It's like, it would be nice. It would be a great place for you to propose. And next thing you know, he was on his knee, popping the ring, and voila.
Yeah.
How many children did I want before marriage?
Did you want?
Did I want?
Okay.
I knew I want at least one, for sure.
Yeah. I think I always wanted two kids.
Oh.
That doesn't make any sense.
Which is fine because that's what I have.
Yeah, because Nigel has a son.
Yeah.
That is 21.
21.
So there's a huge gap between Ella and Nigel's son. I would like to have another one. We'll see.
Yeah.
What does my family think of you?
What does nothing but good stuff.
Yeah,
I mean, before my mom got to meet Nigel before she passed away, she loved him. Her nickname for Nigel was Sexy.
I know sexy. I know that you said sexy.
So that gives you an idea of my mom's personality. She really liked him. My dad loves Nigel. My brother loves Nigel. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think my family feels the same way.
Yeah. But they don't call me sexy.
What is my worst habit?
Your worst habit, you're forgetful.
Yeah.
It's not a habit, but it kind of is. Because you're forgetful a lot.
It means because you forget things.
Yes.
Sometimes I do.
He's very forgetful.
And worst habit, I guess maybe I don't know. There's nothing like that's really like worse. Maybe just being too organized. I don't know if that's the right word to use. It's not organized, but just everything has a place. Everything is in its place type of thing,
Yeah. That would be me.
Luna wants to come.
Yeah. Here's the other member of the family, Luna.
What is my best habit?
Your best habit is that when I need you to do something to help me out, or because I'm overwhelmed, or because I just can't do it, you're there.
Here, Luna.
You're there. And that's, I don't know if it's a habit, but I like it.
Right. I just think maybe planning and organizing and making sure that things go according to schedule.
So it gets on your nerve, but you appreciate it.
No, I mean it's a good trait to have. Yeah.
Who wears the pants in the relationship?
Both of us.
Well, yeah.
Depending on the circumstance.
Yeah, and the situation.
In the situation.
It's shared responsibility.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's like a leader, so to speak.
No, yeah, I don't think so.
I mean,
we agree on a lot of things.
Yeah.
So we're.
Who is the better cook?
Well, that's not a fair question because you don't really have time to cook.
Yeah, I think it depends on what we're cooking.
Luna, enough.
Well, Dada is good at making meat.
Yeah, and Mommy's good at what?
And Mommy is good at making vegetables.
All right, sounds good to me.
What do you argue most about?
Scheduling.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like schedule to be like if you tell me you're there at that time, you can be a little late, but he's usually an hour to an hour and a half late. And he's more like go with the flow, we'll get this done, and that frustrates me a lot. I mean, I'm go with the flow too, but I have a harder time with that, I think. Right? You agree?
Yeah, I agree.
What was the last text message I sent you? I remember the last text message you sent.
Yeah, because you read all the text messages. So the last text message that Nigel sent me was, "Hey babe, lesson just got here," because he gives surf lessons. "Doing it now, then heading home. Should be there by 11 the latest." And he got there by 12.
Who is more
affectionate? Who's more affectionate? Well, in the beginning of our relationship, Mommy's more affectionate.
I don't know. Maybe Mommy and Daddy.
Yeah.
So in the beginning of our relationship, I want to say me, because I was more about holding hands in public, kissing in public, and all that, and that was not something you were super comfortable with. And then I want to say once Ella got here, it was more like the affection went towards Ella.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I think it's shared, shared affection. I mean, it depends on the time and the circumstance.
Yeah, and I think we know to give affection to each
Yeah,
other when
yeah.
we need it, right?
Yeah.
What is something that I enjoy doing with you?
I think just spending time together.
Yeah, family time.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And we watch movies.
Movies.
Diners. And also play games.
Yeah.
And also spend the time when we love each other.
Yes, Ella.
Who is the more romantic one?
Romantic one, yeah.
Who is the more romantic one?
You probably.
I am.
Mommy
I like
is
romance. Who is
the funny one? Daddy. Daddy is the funny one.
Yes, he is. Who is
more outgoing? Mommy.
Mommy, yeah, sure.
Mommy for sure. She's like, would I prefer to stay in or go out on Friday night?
I think either. I think we would enjoy going out, but I think staying in is fine. Going out, it's fun, but we're not like
Yeah.
night
That's what I
owls,
was
so
about to say.
staying out like super late is not really kind of our thing.
I would like to go out on a date once in a while on Friday
Yeah, yeah.
night, but
Yeah, by like
by like
10
10
o'clock.
we're home. In bed by 10.
I think
Not
that's
even
just,
home.
Yeah,
In bed by 10 because we're just tired.
yeah.
man.
I think this
It was
family
just-
life.
All right, next question. Have you ever lied to avoid getting in trouble with me?
Yes, for sure.
Yep, and that's the secret on how to get not to stay married for 13 years. There's just some things that are just not worth it,
Yeah.
and I don't blame him for doing it. He doesn't blame me for doing it either. Just if it's not worth it, if it's just
Didn't
yeah.
like.
What else?
Have
I ever gotten something for you, comma, you didn't like?
wait.
See the comma here?
Come on.
Have I ever gotten something for you you didn't like? Yes.
Yeah.
In 13 years, there's been a lot of things we got for each other, and yes, there were definitely times where we missed it. It just didn't work.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, like maybe a sweater
Yeah, or
or
piece of
something
jewelry.
like that. Yes, like-
What is something I cannot live without?
Chocolate.
Chocolate. Yep, that's
Yep.
the right amount.
His surfboard.
Surfboard. Yep, surfboard. And mommy is filmer.
Oh, my camera?
Yep.
One.
Use one word to describe me.
Beautiful. That's the word. I mean, in the
No.
full sense of the word, for sure.
I'm not
Yeah.
sure.
No, I'm sure.
So not just physical.
I'm not physical beauty only, just
It's
everything.
okay,
It's a
Daddy.
beautiful person.
Thank you. Yep, that's what you always
I would say kind.
Me
He is somebody who actually cares, and that's not a lot of. There's not a lot of people like that anymore, you know, and I appreciate that.
31. Where's 31? What is my best
Physical.
physical
Trait.
trait?
Everything, I think. I mean, I think you're the package, you know, the whole package. So, I don't know, your face, your everything is very beautiful.
Thank you. Okay, so, my number one would be a smile because that's the first thing that
Okay.
got me.
Okay.
Your second one would be
A frown? A frown is kind of like
get
a
her
sad.
ears. Get her ears.
Earmuffs.
His butt.
What was it?
Nothing. It was the third one is.
What was it? I know what you said.
Okay.
Shh, it's a secret between mommy and daddy, okay? Nope, it's a secret. And then the third one is his torso because he's got that armor, like the Superman thing.
Oh.
You know, I like that a lot. And the fourth one would be his broad. I cannot say that word. Broad shoulders, like the strong man's shoulders. You know, like if I fall in the street, I need to know that he can pick me up and run if anything happens, right? And that makes me feel safe, and I like it.
Sounds good.
What is my best
Personality.
personality
Trait.
trait?
Yeah, I think that you're kind, and I think you're genuine. Like what you see is what you get, and that's it's refreshing.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean I just think like you have a good personality, something that people kind of want to know a little bit more about. They want to kind of what's up with that girl, you know,
Yeah.
type of thing. Yeah. So yeah, I think it's a little bit of everything, but
It's a
yeah.
package.
Yeah, just like
The same
kind,
thing.
welcoming. You know, I can't really
Yeah.
put my finger on it exactly.
Yeah, it's hard to find the
The
one,
word, yeah.
the word. But same
But then
thing
you
with
could
me.
pet
It's
her.
a package of thing. He's kind. He's
calm
caring.
right now.
He, yeah. It's just, and I like the fact that he grounds me because I'm the one who's always like, do this, do that, da, 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 da. And I would get overwhelmed really fast, and he's the one who's gonna calm me down. And I don't know a lot of people that have that effect on me, and I like that about you. All right, you guys. Well, this is it for this video. It was a pretty impromptu video. Like I said earlier, we didn't even realize it was our anniversary until last night. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. You got to know a little bit more about us as a family, about me as an individual. And let me know in the comments below if you have any other questions. We would be happy to do another one, right? Did you enjoy this?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It was fun?
Yep.
All right, so if you have other questions for us, feel free to put them in the comments below, and I will be happy to do a second video, a second family video, right? I will come back to you guys next week with a DIY video that is pretty awesome. One DIY is gonna give us 2 different products, and I think you're really gonna enjoy that. But yeah, don't forget to
Like, subscribe, and share.
and until next week, guys, have a beautiful life. Oui, elle a.
And don't forget to say happy anniversary.
Until next week, guys, have a beautiful life. Au revoir et à bientôt.
Bye. Bye.
Hey, c'est la vie.
Hey, c'est la vie.